Alex, a guy that you played for a little while, Jim Harbaugh, has been making some headlines lately. Just a bunch of rumors floating around going on. We have no idea what's happening there, but what's he like playing for Harbaugh? I know he's a very unique coach, like how he approaches his players. I remember playing against the Niners at times, listening to players talk about Jim Harbaugh and how awesome he was as a coach. What was it like, and what do you think of everything that's going on in college football?
Yeah, kind of a goofy situation, there in college, because it's funny, like at the NFL level, that's what you do. You send an advanced scout the week before, and he comes back with all kinds of intel. And it's just kind of part of the culture of pro sports. Like sign stealings happened, numerous times. Obviously, pro baseball, it's a part of the culture. But even in the NFL level, it happens. Obviously, I had no idea that there were rules against it or what, obviously, those were. But Jim's quirky. He's unique. Everything he does is a little different, but I loved playing for him. I got to be honest. Like he's an old school football coach. Everything's about ball. He had this great saying, like he would always talk about. I mean, like his goal in life was to play football for as long as he could, and then he was going to coach football for as long as he could, and then he was going to die. That's it. The gym. And in pro football, like there's so much noise, there's so much extra stuff around that's getting into the building. So when you have a head coach that's that singularly focused on football, right, it made it fun. He kind of eliminated a lot of the BS, and obviously it helps when you're winning ball games.
He has some supporters, even here in Utah, there's a sign, Harbaugh didn't do it. Yeah. Now there's a lot, and there's somebody putting the Ute down there for Utah right in front of that. I like a little heel action. Oh, yeah. Harbaugh sent us, okay, they're obviously, it's becoming the storyline. If you follow that whole thing, Pete Thamel says, officially, I do believe it has been reported, the NCAA has surveillance footage from a stadium of somebody that was utilizing the tickets that old Cuzzy bought, filming a sideline with the whole game. Ooh. So allegedly, that's being reported now. More will roll out. If it does, with the hamburger situation, with the FBI now is investigating hacking into a computer situation at Michigan, that's a lot of stuff.
These are high crimes, Pat. Huge. Buying cheeseburgers, stealing signals.
Huge deal, huge deal. But it is something that could potentially send Harbaugh back to the NFL, maybe. He's been kind of snooping around. Do you see that as a probability? And what do you think he would be like back in the NFL in this modern 2023 NFL?
I have to think, listen, I haven't heard this out of his mouth, but just knowing Jim and how competitive he is and how close he got to a Super Bowl at the NFL level, and then to kind of see it, obviously pass him by, I got to think that isn't sitting right in his gut. And if the right situation comes up with the right ownership and the right quarterback, I think he's jumping at it.
Give me something.